What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. Last video I made, I think, was a tournament run in Wanted with Cammy. And, like, I haven't stopped playing the game since. Quite the opposite, if anything. But I kind of found myself in a character crisis, right? Playing Mai was just not that, like, intellectually stimulating. It was very brain dead. I did feel a sense of improvement, I guess, but it was all very gimmicky. Like, I don't think I actually played well. I just did this, like, oh wow, I'm so good at the game. You know what I mean? And I tried Cammy. It was interesting. It definitely showed me that I had a lot that I just was not learning through playing Mai, I guess. So I kind of tried playing Ryu afterwards. I didn't like him mostly because he was slow, but it still got him to master. I guess that's kind of what I did. Get into master and then getting the character above 1500 MR, which isn't some big achievement, but a given time frame was pretty good. And then I went on vacation and was like, you know what, let's get every character to master. So that's what I've been doing for the past, I guess, 2 months. Right? It took me a long time because I was also busy with like university, doing the thesis, writing my thesis, studying for exams, doing the internship, yada yada yada. And I'm finally done. Fucking finally. I got every character to master, and including random. So I kind of wanted to explore what I learned about, I guess, the characters, premising that you don't really learn anything of the characters when you get them to master, at least, once you're above a certain skill level, which isn't that high to begin with, let's be real here. But yeah, like, it was definitely an experience. One thing I noticed about myself, first off, is that I refuse to think about what the opponent wants to do. Are you recording a YouTube video? Hell yeah, bro. I am. Last YouTube videos I did were just tournament replay reviews. That's my content creator. Let's fucking go. But yeah, like, I just, against diamond players, since they don't think, I also refuse to think. Pretty bad mistake. Can I sponsor it? You can do whatever, Wayne Lord. But fuck, where was I? Yeah, it just, I never really learned how to, I guess, read the opponent, understand what they want to do. And I never had this feeling of like, because it was somewhat entertaining, but it wasn't all that fun playing random characters in Diamond. It was kind of mostly aggravating because I just wouldn't have an anti-air unless it's DPs, and I just get smoked by jumps, and it was tilting, and I was salting a lot. But yeah, end of story is that I just refuse to think. So now I'm glad that I'm kind of done with that. Also, anti-airs, like, non-DP anti-airs, I suck at those. I'm dog shit. I think I improved my air-to-airs. I used air-to-airs more effectively than actual normal anti-airs, which is fucking insane, because obviously you need a lot more startup frames to air-to-air than to that. Content streamer. Stop yap, for real. That is content. I'm just gonna yap. But yeah, I mean, it all boils down to the character crisis I had, right? And now it's up to choosing a new main. So I kind of wanted to explore, I guess, characters I enjoyed, who I think, like, I already have someone in mind, which is Jamie, of course. But I just kind of, wanna do a rundown of what I like in characters, what I dislike, and what brought me, I guess, to this guy, which is, I mean, arguably not the strongest of the characters I enjoy. So first thing, a character that I think I want to main needs to have is this, a fucking DP. Because without a DP, I cannot anti-air. And while I should improve, and while I need to improve that as well, I think Jamie is probably, you know, the best example of this because he has high reward anti-airs that are not his DP, right? I mean, you know, with Tensei Kick or whatever, you get a drink if you actually anti-air with this. Oh. Oh. In theory, right? In theory. Oh my god, bro. Okay. It's like kind of dog water. Okay. You get this at least, and possibly more if you have drinks. I mean, but yeah. So that's the first requirement. The second thing I noticed is that I do not enjoy slow characters. You know, Ryu, as busted as he is fucking slow, bro. His shit is, he's a snail. Really is, and I mean, yeah, that's that. So I don't enjoy that. Neither him or like Zangief or whatever, you know, those kind of characters. Just ain't my thing. Third thing, I do not enjoy grapplers. And I'm not that kind of gambler, you know. If I'm gonna gamble, I'ma just fucking do some wishes and Genshin Impact or whatever. But yeah, also took me a while. Fourth thing, actually, charge characters. Fuck this shit, bro. And I mean, actually, you know, it's not that bad. Honestly, I'd consider Chun-Li if she didn't have dog shit anti-airs. Like, genuinely, because she has good movement speed, you know? And, you know, her job, it just, you know, she plays the game. I guess Fireball Driver is kind of boring, but if it weren't for the 2-2 input, this input is dog shit. Also, the move is generally just, like, the move itself is also kind of garbage. So, you know. So I guess that's kind of the reason. I wouldn't actually seriously consider Chun-Li. But, you know, otherwise, I like when characters that are, like, I guess, with punish focused, you know. Chun-Li has this, she has this button, which is stupid. She can get up in your face, jabs, so that's interesting. Cammy also really liked. I mean, obviously, you know, she was the second pick, I guess. She was the first character I tried other than Mai, and I guess him, you know. This button is just insane. 7 frame, goes to fucking Narnia, reaches everywhere. Just really good, and gives you pretty good combo. And I forgot. I'm bored, come play some highlight. I'm recording a YouTube's videos, bro. Can't be doing that. But yeah, that's that. Actually having big buttons that you can also whiff punish with, like Mai, I still enjoy. If she wasn't such a lobotomy character that required no thinking to do well with, and just, you know, you feel the brain cells dying when you play her, right? I genuinely stick with her. Like, she does have everything I kind of want, I guess. Like, you know, this is great. No plus frames is kind of sucky, but it's whatever. Oh my god, how did I get DP that? But yeah. What else? Actually, a fireball is not necessarily something I'm looking for. Like, it's definitely nice to have, but it's an extra layer of, I guess, skill you need to know. I guess, shit, you know, actually know how to purposefully use fireballs and stuff. But it's not necessarily. I'm definitely interested in learning how to do that, but not necessarily something I'm looking for right now. So that's kind of the things. I also learned, I guess, about the characters, just generally the combo routing. I mean, that's mostly what I did, just the feeling. So yeah, like, I don't have much else to say. But you know, why choose Jamie? Why pick Jamie at the end of the day, right? That's kind of why him. Well, to me, Jamie seems like a very interesting character, just combo routing wise, right? You have just an extra resource to take account for. You need to, I guess, always be ready of your resources, which isn't necessarily something good to have, especially because, you know, he's still not that good of a character, respect the buffs. So, like, you know, the resource isn't adding much that other characters don't have already. Okay, Roxy, bro, like, just give me a second, alright? But yeah, it's you know, it's an interesting thing he has. Then he obviously has this. That's my alcoholic pansexual streamer, bro. I'm not pansexual, bro. I very much enjoy tits, bro. I very much like tits. I very much enjoy those, and ass, and you know. Why Jamie then? I don't play fighting games to come. Quote from I don't know whom, just a quote. But yeah, Jamie, you know, his crouch and meeting kick. He has what the fuck? He has that whole aspect. His buttons are okay. I mean, they buffed this. This is still a really good button. I don't know. I definitely need to try him. And the thing is, he has, I guess, a lot of like reward from like anti-airing as well, if you know what he's doing. And just generally, like, the pressure is still really good, obviously. You know, plus frames, galore, +2 on block. You can time it maybe for it to be like +4, I think. Oh, I fucked it up. I think you can bleed in +6 or something. If I were in skill issue. Which I am, I don't know. But yeah, you know, he looks like an interesting character. Underutilized as well. Underrepresented, I guess. So I just kind of wanted to explore that. That's gonna be it for the YouTubes, I think. I'm gonna put my mind to actually improving. You know, really grind. I'm done with university pretty much, so that's kind of where I can now focus. Except for a job, I need to find that too. Before I moved to Germany for my master's, and yeah, you know, don't have much else to say. I'll probably restart uploading stuff, maybe some drills I do, etc. But yeah.